Hey guys, it's Jay and welcome to our feature on the Royal Caribbean app. We actually recorded this footage from the Mariner of the Seas while we were sailing her in February 2020. But just to give you an idea of what's on the app, what you can do, what it looks like, and all that good stuff. So starting off, we'll just get a peek at the main screen of the app itself. You can see it's got things like where your next port is going to be, the temperature outside, where you are, obviously this was in Nassau, sunrise, sunset, what time the gangway is down, and what time the gangway is up. Lots of useful stuff. So let's start in the daily planner section. You can see this basically is just a big list of what is going on around the ship. So a digital version of, well, it actually shows excursions in there. It pretty much has a little idea about everything. If it's a little too much information for your brain to look at one time, you can actually click filter and sort by a certain type of thing. We'll just look at activities, which is showing us things happening on the ship. You can see archery, the escape room, trivia, and if you click on one, it will expand and give you a little more details on it. There's another cool thing where it actually shows you future times that the event will be happening again. I'll show that in a second, but see, there's where if you hit add it to your calendar and it says scheduled and kind of gives you a little visual indication that you've added that to like a favorites list. Here we are on the escape room. It shows the cost. It'll let you know if something is a free activity or if it is a pay activity. And you can always hit find on deck and it will actually show you where that activity is taking place. This was deck 15. Let's peek down here at another activity, such as boogie boarding. There we go. You can see it's actually happening on day 2, day 3, and it gives you sort of future times where you can actually find that event, add it to your calendar, and make yourself a little schedule. So if you click on my calendar, it shows, well, the archery, because I just added that to my favorites list. There you can see your dining reservations show up on there as well. And you could go forward days, back days, just to kind of get an idea. You can tell I didn't really favorite a lot of events, but it is something that you can do. Now you see there's a little fork and a knife icon there. Clicking on that, that will show you all of your restaurant options. And I believe if you click on them, it will show you the actual open and close hours. Yep, there we go. You can see breakfast, lunch, dinner in the Windjammer, where the Windjammer is located. So very similar to the events where you can just get all those details. It shows you dress code and anything important that you might need to know. And it's got different categories up at the top. You can see specifically restaurants, main dining. They've got a listing of all the bars and lounges, coffee and snacks. And another good thing, if you click on the main dining section and actually tap any of the dining rooms, it'll show you not only when the dining room opens, but the menu. You can see the breakfast menu on here, scrolling down, looking at all the deliciousness. And if you click My Time Dining, you can see the dinner menu for that night. And then, of course, if you look along the bottom, you can look ahead at day 3 dinner, day 4 dinner. You can look back at past dinners, but I love having the dinner menus on an app. Let's jump back out now to the main screen. So next, let's delve into this little cruise ship looking icon here in the upper left. If you click that, it does bring up an overview of the ship with a bunch of little categories. We'll go ahead and tap on deck maps first. And you can see that brings up a deck map. Imagine that. But here we are looking at deck 5, scrolling back and forth to see what's on 5. We'll jump down and see what's on deck 4. But yeah, this shows you all of the, well, actually it's all the decks, cabin decks, main public decks. You can just look at anything around the ship. You can use it to find restrooms, which is always handy. If we look at these little categories along the bottom, we can tap activities, and that is going to show you, there's little things you can break it down by certain types of activities, but it just gives you another way to view things that are happening around the ship. There's announcements, which actually is kind of an important thing. We were in port in Nassau this day, so it had some specific ones to that. Here's dining again, looking around at the different restaurants. We have entertainment, and you can filter that by events and shows and movies and dance, specific types of things. There's a parade. Look at that, on the island at Coco Key. We'll look at shops. As you would expect, it shows you all the places that you can shop for things. Excursions, you can actually buy your excursions right here in the app, including ones for Nassau or Coco Key for our sailing. Spa, it lets you know where the spa is, or you can filter it by different spa events, by category. And fitness, of course, because we are into the fitness. You can get all sorts of different activities there. Services, they do have an app help desk, and then there's the announcement section again with lots of important information. All right, let's jump back out to the main screen and click on this little picture of this dude up here at the top. That is to access your profile. So you can see there, we're looking at information for our sailing. It's got our stateroom, our muster station, our reservation number. It shows dining reservation information down below. And if you click on any one of those specifically, it will give you a little bit more information. You can find your dining room on the deck map if you are not quite sure where it is. And it also shows you your folios that we had eaten at Johnny Rockets that day. So we got our Johnny Rockets charges and some other different information. And down at the bottom, there's a link that says select a different sailing. That's if you want to log out of this booking and log into a different booking. But that is about it for the overview of the app. So nice and simple, but it does have a lot of functionality. So hopefully you did enjoy this quick overview of Royal Caribbean's app. If you missed any of the vlogs from our actual cruise series, they are up here on the channel as well in a handy dandy playlist. If you haven't already, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, become a Paromaniac today, socialize all our media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And until next time, rock on!